Grew up in New Zealand, like every other migrant child that comes here. Didn't feel like we belonged. Throughout my whole life, I felt that same way. Family felt the same way as well. We didn't feel like we really belonged in New Zealand society. My perspective of life has completely changed, and that is because I feel the experiences that I had back in Afghanistan.
What sort of experiences?
In Afghanistan, especially the times that I was having a difficult time, I met people who were in really, really terrible situations, but still looked at me and smiled with a smile that I have never seen here before. Especially young people. Like, I see my cousins and stuff, and they don't have that same smile that a young kid in Afghanistan that I met had. And that young kid in Afghanistan had nothing. Yeah, so we arrived in Royal Oak in Auckland, which is predominantly a white area. I didn't get along at primary school at all, and especially after September 11th happened, me being a brown kid, I was picked out easily. Kids would bully us for no reason, and I didn't understand it at that time. I had no clue what terrorism was. I had no clue who Osama bin Laden was. So that I just brushed it off throughout my entire years of being a young person. I brushed it off, until one day in year 10, I would never forget, semester 2, there was one person, I won't say his name, he used to always pick on me, basically, and do gun signs at me to basically tell me that I'm a terrorist. And all those years of experiencing hatred and me brushing it off, I had absorbed enough and I had enough. So I lashed out and I basically gave him a really good hiding. And I was suspended from school, and the kid who was bullying me for a long time didn't get anything. Looking back at it now, I don't blame that kid at all. That kid had no idea why he was doing that. That kid had no education on my religion, on my background. So I can't blame that kid, you know?
The racism and discrimination, that really had a really profound effect on you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I feel like that's where it started from, because even in intermediate school, I used to watch TV, I used to see the news, and I used to see what was happening back home in Afghanistan. Obviously, bombings and stuff like that, and that really affected me, and that built me, that caused me to have a hatred inside myself towards people of fairer skin. So I was basically a racist myself at the time, even through high school. And that's why that sense of hatred or racism that I had inside of me kind of caused me to lash out against that guy as well. Instead of going up to him and be like, yo, what's the problem? Like, I know you have this type of hatred towards me, but what's the problem? But because of the hatred that I had inside of myself as well, I didn't do that. I felt better in lashing out and giving him a hiding, which basically resulted in me getting suspended 6 times from that same school because of ongoing troubles that I had.
You know, what was sort of burning inside you? Did you really feel like that you don't belong in New Zealand? Did you want to go back, or did you want to just end things here in New Zealand and cut your ties with New Zealand?
No, because I saw the good side of New Zealand as well. Like I said, the bad side, looking back at it now, the bad sides were always with people that were uneducated, that didn't have any knowledge of a globalized world, basically. But as I grow older now, and as I grow into university and I meet people that are open-minded, that are educated, I don't see much of that.